Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx, and today we are doing more stuff with the new XX Revolution makeup line. I got 2 more orders in, and we're gonna play with some of the stuff. So it's basically like 3 orders combined, but some of the stuff you've seen, some of you haven't. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with these 2 eyeshadow quads, and they're mostly like the neutral ones because, I don't know, I'm just not into like real like bold colors. This broke in transit, they're sending me a replacement, but I just thought this color story was so pretty. And really, I'm more so concerned with the mattes anyway, so this one I was super excited about. So I'm gonna try to use both of these today, and I figured they're close in tone, so I could probably use both. And then I got these. So if you watched my first XX Revolution makeup video, I used this palette, and I was in love with this shade right here. Something about this color is amazing. But it's the only formula like this in this entire huge palette. It's a nice palette. It's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna die without it kind of palette. It's nicer than their other palettes from Makeup Revolution, but I'm kind of pissed that was the only like standout shade for me in that entire palette. So these are the hell are these? This is the really annoying thing about these. It doesn't tell you like exactly what like item each thing is. These are like the fancy metallic palettes. So we have this one in rose quartz, I'm sorry, this is quartz, and this one is amethyst. So I was hoping that's what these were. I was hoping it would be more of those kind of formulas in these palettes. So we're gonna find out today. I did swatch them and they are really nice formulas. I don't know if it's got exactly like that though, but I mean, I'm just flabbergasted at how good that formula was. It can't be nowhere else. I mean, it just can't. Even now, just feeling it, I don't even know if it's in these, which were like 20 bucks each. Anyway, let's get into eyes, and we are going to start, I mean, I think we're just gonna use both these at once. And I'm not gonna use the metallics from either of these palettes, I'll use the ones from these. I still didn't get the foundation. I have no desire to get another foundation. I just got the new ColourPop one, I'm not buying another one. So I think we're gonna start with the exposed palette. I'm gonna use this matte and a light pinky nude right here. I actually started recording right before, but my camera shut off because it's an asshole. Ugh, I'm so excited. I finally ordered some shadows from Adept Cosmetics. I think that's what they're called. Adept? Adept? No, it's not Adept, it's Adept. Yeah, I'm pretty psyched. And I think I'm just gonna go on with a deeper tone. See, they're nice and the formula's good, but I feel like they're kind of too similar to be in the same palette. Like, I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I wish this was either a little lighter or this was a little deeper, because they kind of just blended right into each other. So now it's like, where do you go from here? With this one palette, it's definitely not like a, I mean, I guess you could do a very simple, like just stop there and just add one of these to it, but I'm gonna go in with this one right here. Oh good, they look like the kind of layer. And I think I'm actually just gonna stop because I wanna be able to have a little bit of my naked lid with the primer on it to add these to it. So let me go do this eye and we'll come back and we'll add those other shadows from the palette. So give me 1 second. All right, so far matte-wise, the shadows were fine. The metallics are very nice though, I have to say. This is the one from the nude palette. This is the one from the warmer palette. I think this one is actually really, really pretty. It has like a bunch of different shades in it. That's actually really nice. All right, so now we're gonna try, we'll do one palette on one side and one on the other. I'll just pick a few shades and use them on each side, but I'll swatch a few of them for you. You know what? They don't feel like as smooth or creamy as that one from that big palette. I don't know what they did with that one. Maybe this one feels similar. It's almost like a really cool kind of topper. I don't know what they did with that one random shadow in that palette, but it's amazing. These do feel very nice. But again, it's just a first impression. It's just my opinion. Like, who gives a crap about what I think? So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna use the shades I like the most. I really don't care if they go with the eye look or not. I love this. It has that really cool duochrome kind of tealy aqua shade to it. I'm gonna use this and this one, which is kind of like a rosy gold taupey shade. I'm gonna put that kind of right here. Oh. I mean, I really like that it's going on really nicely just over some shadow and not much else. All right, so I'm gonna leave that kind of right there. Whoa. Let's hope my shade that I love performs as nicely as that, because, ooh. Oh my god. Now these are gorgeous. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's stunning. Maybe I'm just gonna try one of the more like, not neutral ones, more the subdued ones just on the outer corner. It seems to lay down just as well as the other ones. Oof, wow. That inner shade is magic. All right, so far, those are very nice. And that was the quartz palette, the one with the pink. And then this is the purple palette, and it's the amethyst palette. I think there's one more, and I think it's more of like a cooler toned palette. And this one has a bunch of fun kind of like gemstone kind of shades. And all right, so there's just a handful. I think I'm gonna try some of like the green ones. The purple's nice, but I'm never really drawn to purples. I don't know the oranges. Oh, wow. That's really pretty. That one also, that kind of feels just like a normal kind of not so great metallic shade. I kind of had higher hopes for that. And the teal ones, as I swatch them, feel very thin and not that pigmented. So you know, let's try the deepest teal one and just see. It doesn't really do much actually. It'll probably do more if you put it on top of something, but by itself, it's not that great. Didn't do anything close to what the other ones over here did. This is the lighter one. I'm gonna try to put that on top and see. Yeah, this one seems to be doing a little bit more. Maybe I'll take a little bit of that purple and just put it on the outside just to. This palette isn't doing that great. I want to see what this shade does right here. So we use this one, and this one so far. And these three aren't anything special. We're gonna go in with this one because it looks kind of duochrome-y. I'm gonna go in with that. See, that's nice. Much nicer than the other stuff I put on. But like nothing of the other ones were nothing like that. I'm going with this green and see if I can top the other greens with it. No, see, even that's not really doing anything. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not overly impressed with this palette. If you want to try one of these, in my opinion, I would try the quartz, skip the amethyst, at least not on its own. Like I said, I haven't tried it with a base, but I mean, the fact that this was so effortless and came out like that, and then this one is like, that speaks volumes to me. All right, so like I said, I don't have a foundation, so let me go do that part and we'll come back and continue with more stuff that I have, so BRB. All right, foundation is done. Concealer, I powdered under my eyes with something. Now we're going to powder the rest of my face, and this is I wasn't planning on getting a powder, but then I saw they had a glow like face powder. And this is the Luster Setting Powder. They only had one shade, WTF. It seems like it's gonna be okay, but I guess we'll see. I kind of hate this whole situation. I wish it was just like a tub, because I definitely feel like you're definitely not getting much in here. I'll find out how much actually comes in here. I mean, I'm sure it says it on here. 1.7 ounces. And you know what, we'll do another drugstore brand. And the e.l.f. has nothing written on it. You're barely getting anything in here. But when I swatched it, I didn't see like glitter. Oh, okay. I definitely see like some luminosity. It kind of reminds me of maybe a toned down version of the High Glass, which actually, I spoke too soon. This is kind of different. This is definitely more like glowy. Like I kind of look sweaty. Okay, this is different. I spoke too soon. Alright, so here's the High Glass. Oh, I can see a difference. This is much more powdery, and this is like sheer. And that's, I mean, that's exactly what it is. Wow. Oh yeah, the high gloss is much heavier. Okay, I take it back. All right, now I got a bronzer. So this is the, I don't know, they all have those like fucking fancy names. So this is in the shade Demo. I think this is the latest one. It literally told you no information about any of the shades, just the shades, and it was really hard to tell what shade was gonna be right. I usually just like to go for a light neutral, and I mean, this definitely, like in the pan, looks like something slightly darker than what I would use, but it's looking okay. I don't hate it. It's got a little bit more of a, I feel like it's a red undertone, but I mean, like I said, I don't really mind it. I think it actually looks nice. As long as you use a light hand. We'll do blush, which I already have tried with you guys, and it's one of my new favorite blushes. This is in the shade Entice. It's gorgeous. These are like super pigmented. And I'm pretty sure their brand's coming to Ulta in like August. All right, so I got a liquid liner, which is not gonna go with this at all. But I saw it somebody used it, and I saw it was gorgeous. So I was like, you know what, I wanna try it, and I don't have a shade like this. At first I was like, oh no, is it like my JD Glow FaceTime? But it's not. This is in the shade Atomic, and this is their Magnetics liquid liner. And I normally don't love liquid liner, but I figured to give it a try. One thing I will say right off the bat, this feels very cheap. Like, it feels really light. It doesn't feel like as sturdy as the rest of the stuff, so I thought that was kind of strange, but what's inside that counts, right? But I love that green. And again, it's not gonna go with my eye look at all. Oh no, it's bleeding a little bit already. Oh, I hope it really doesn't when I put it on, but I guess we'll see. Not as pigmented as I thought it was gonna be, or it's not as bright. But I mean, I did just put it on top of a metallic shadow, so. All right, whatever. Let's see. Oh, wow. It dried really fast and it doesn't smear at all, so I mean, that's good. This is the cream, like, blush highlighter palette. I have an issue with this. I used this in a video. There's two different formulas in here. There's a really finely milled metallic-y formula, which is beautiful. And then there's a different formula with like big specks of glitter in it. You can tell by my facial expression which one I liked more. So these are the ones with the nicer kind of smooth metallic formula. I used this one yesterday as a highlighter. It looked beautiful. It's kind of sheer, but it gives you like that glossy skin kind of look. And then these are the glitter formula, which, I'm sorry, that's just weird. Like, can you see how big those pieces of glitter are? You could clearly see it sitting on my face. If you were standing next to me, you could clearly see these little, like, and when I say little, I don't mean little. You could clearly see these pieces of glitter just up to my cheek right here. Like, it doesn't look good. The only one I would say is okay would be the lightest one here. You could maybe get away with this, like, highlighter-wise. But these, no. I don't understand what they were thinking, but it almost makes the palette look cheap. I'm not a fan. I'm kind of annoyed that I can only use, well, I only like half of the shades in this palette, and the other ones are just kind of like crappy. What I don't have a problem with is their highlighters, like their powder highlighters. Makeup Revolution has never had a problem with powder highlighters. It's always been one of the things they do best. The first one I got was in the shade Echo, and I mean, it's their lightest one, the most neutral. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I decided to try a different shade, also a light one, but it has a slightly pink champagne hint to it. But I saw somebody use it and it looked equally wonderful. I'm hoping I can get away with it. I don't love pink highlighters, but I'm hoping it's not too pink or silvery looking that it still looks okay. So I'm gonna do this one on this side, and then my favorite cream one out of this on this side for those of you who didn't see that video, so you can see what this looks like. And for the cream, I'm just gonna use my finger. It's really nice. It disappears when you turn your face, and then you just get a little bit of a glossy sheen. The ones with the glitter do not look like that. Now, this is the shade Reactive. I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you. Yeah. It's beautiful. Same thing, it disappears. I don't have like a streak of weird color on me. It's almost sheer until the light hits it, and then it's like, wow. Okay, beautiful, both of them. So let me go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, like liner, lipstick, and we'll come back and see the finished look. I really like most of it. Let's recap real quick. First impression of the eyeshadows, honestly, I think you're paying for the packaging. That's what I think. I think you're paying for the packaging. I don't think they're bad. I don't think you're gonna be pissed if you get them. I don't know. This is just a first impression. I don't know. I'm not disappointed. I'm just not blown away. I do think they're better than other shadows I've tried from the Makeup Revolution like brand overall. So there's that. The face powder. So far, I actually really like. I really like that it's beyond translucent. It's like a sheer I've never seen before. Because all powders say they're translucent. Not all, but you know what I'm saying. Like all translucent powders say, hey, we're translucent. But this one is legit a veil. That has me very interested in this powder. So stay tuned to hear if I still feel this way later. I do like the bronzer actually. I'm actually pretty happy with the bronzer. I do want to try the Revolution Pro bronzer. I want to try the Revolution Pro bronzer they have out now. What is it called? Make Me Up Missa loves this one, I think. I think somebody recommended it to her and she like fell in love with it. So I think I want to try that one because I feel like it's a bit lighter than this. I do like this, but I like a slightly lighter bronzer. And again, this was the shade Demo. I mean, this highlighter. Hell yeah. I'm not thrilled with this, like at all. I don't think it's worth it just for the 3 shades that I like. Now it's an acquired thing. You may get this and love all of them. Ooh, that's telling me I love all of them. You may get this and love all the shades. I don't. So to me, this wasn't worth it. And again, I don't know which, I think this is the one called Overload. I think that's what this one is called. It's weird seeing them on the website. I'm never sure which one is which. I have to try this again, not on top of a metallic liner, but right off the bat, it already looks like it's fading from the inner corner area on this side, which is the side I did first. So that's a little weird. No. Yes. I don't know how they got these two so different, but they did. Again, this was Amethyst, and I'm very disappointed by how underwhelming this is, because this is amazing. This is not. This one is okay. Like these 3 shades were the ones that like stuck out and did something. Now again, I didn't put them on top of a base, but I didn't put these on a base either, and these did phenomenal. So explain that to me. Anyway, weird. So that was it. Let me know if you tried anything for yourself. Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.